One of the things that I think is most difficult as an alienated parent is when I vent something and someone says to me, well, what can I do to help? Well, what can I, how can I help? And while the genuine intention to help is very commendable and very nice, in most cases, there's really nothing you can do. So I end up feeling like I need to excuse my feelings about the situation or make the other person comfortable with feeling like they can't do anything about it. So I end up usually just not really talking about it with anybody about specifics or about my current feelings or anything like that, because I end up having to handle the other person for feeling helpless when I talk to them about it, which is like, it's just a looping, pointless thing, and so I end up just kind of bottling it up, and which isn't really healthy either, which is why talking about it on the internet to random anonymous strangers in some way is a little bit helpful. And the other thing is that I've had in the past, which isn't helpful, is when someone says to me, I don't know exactly what that's like because I haven't experienced that for myself, but here's what I would do. Or, I understand you're feeling that way, but have you tried this? Or what about doing this? Such as like go for a walk or yada yada, list of other things. I know all those things. It doesn't provide any lasting help. It doesn't change the situation. It doesn't help remove the barriers, and the situation caused by the barriers just keeps getting worse. And while I'm finding my own way, my own bearings with I won't go into that, but trying to basically parenting myself through the situation, because sometimes as an adult you end up doing this because you know you more than anybody else knows you. You know yourself. Even though sometimes people will convince you that they know you more than you know yourself. They know the things that make you tick. They know your brain chemistry, or they know more about you and how you think and so on. You know you more than anyone else knows you. So when we find ourselves isolated and alone in a situation, sometimes the only thing we can do is parent ourselves. And sometimes that looks like talking to yourself out loud about how you're feeling and what you're thinking, and just stating it, and getting yourself into action rather than sitting and sulking. And sometimes we look for outside sources to be the catalyst for getting into action. But the real lesson comes with learning how to get yourself to do that. And that's been an incredibly hard thing for me to do, because people can tell me until the cows come home about the right thing to do, the right way to look at things, the right way to, I know all that. I've spent my entire life studying human psychology, learning about people, learning about the right way to look at things, and inspecting different perspectives. I know all the things, but getting yourself to actually do those things is another skill in itself. So I'll end this video with just this. It's that what has helped me when I'm in moments of utter despair and I feel like the world is just caving in on me and I can't hold it together, and I'm having one of those moments, air quotes, meaning like I'm, losing it again, and I don't know, I'm just overwhelmed with grief. Feel like I'm losing my mind and completely alone in it all. If I did talk to somebody about it, what has helped is, and this is what helps, is just staying present. Not pitying me, not siding with the other side, or not siding with, nothing but just, wow, that really, really effing sucks. And man, I was talking to a friend once a little while back, and this made me laugh, and not that I want this to happen, but the fact that he said it to me, and I think he meant it, but I don't, obviously it's not going to actually happen. But what he said to me was like, you know what I want to do? I want to go over there and kick that guy to the sidewalk till his nose bleeds. And not that I want him to do that or that I would do that. I don't condone violence in any form at all. But just the fact that he said that to me made me chuckle and was like, wow, yeah, you get it. You get it. Like, obviously we're never going to do that, but in some way, metaphorically, in some other world, I would give him a big swift punch in the face, but I'm not going to do that. And I'm not that kind of person. I don't condone that. But like intentionally, and get him to see, the damage he's caused. But that's not going to happen. But just, it just made me laugh, and it just made me realize that, wow, yeah, you really kind of get it. Like, sometimes it's okay to not feel like you owe kindness to everybody. Because those who've caused a lot of hardship and betrayal in your life don't deserve that from you. Anyway, thank you for listening. I know this was a little longer than I had hoped it to be. Guess what? I also swam 22 laps today. Yay.